Hello again, everyone. All right, so I did say I wouldn't be gone for too long in regards to Death Stranding 2. Maybe a little bit longer than I meant to be, but honestly, I needed a little bit of time just to sort some things out at home. So yeah, we've got a little bit of recording time today. So I want to show you some things that you've missed because I've been playing the game in my downtime. I have really been enjoying it still. And yeah, I just need to find my recordings, wherever they may be. Media gallery? Here we go. So, a couple of things I've recorded. Now, that one I am actually going to try and upload separately as a short. It was a delivery or a standard order, but I found it kind of cool how I did it. This one though, let's just skim along. I can't remember if this is the important bit or not. So, essentially, there have been times when I've been just playing the game, minding my own business, and out of nowhere, something happens. So I've tried to keep, keeping an eye on them just in case. This is one of them. So I was just, as you can see, going to the government space. I've actually done quite a bit of progress. I will show that in a moment. But at this point, I was winding down for the day. I was like, you know what? Just park up here for the day, and then we'll start here next time. But I thought to myself, well, I've never looked at these books. What are they about? And yeah.
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed the photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
Gotta get dressed first.
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son? Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. You want to hear the story? Sure. I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Dip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop. You seeing this? I think she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird.
And just like that, the tar took my boy, and my hand along with him. At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
Yeah, so that was pretty much it in terms of Tarman. I'm disappointed I didn't click on that sooner, to be honest. I think that would have had a much bigger impact at a different point in the game. I think I've shown this one already. I just want to double check that it isn't something new. So essentially I was at the Motherhood. I don't know what exactly I was doing here, to be honest. I think I was just roaming around. I might have been trying to get the monorail active. Yeah, I think that was the plan. Yeah, you can see there, I'm looking at the fact that there's some ghost mechs in the area, and you might have noticed that there is a mine in that area as well. So I think in my mind I was saying, right, let's go that way. But I was also thinking, do we do it now or do it in a bit? Again, this is probably just in a little bit of downtime I had. So I'm just going to try and fast forward a bit because I think we probably need to.
Sam, a hot spring. Shall we take a dip?
Now, we had the hot springs in the first game, and I'd not seen one in the entire of this game, so I was like, oh, there's a hot spring, cool. So I was looking for it for what felt like ages here. Can I fast forward a bit? There we go, so I find it.
Okay.
That should have been a little heads up to me that the spring here actually had a something to interact with. I think I just dismissed it at this point. I was like, oh, okay, cool, it's got something, why not? But yeah, I thought, let's do it. Let's bathe, you know, that's kind of the thing we used to do. We used to replenish stamina and all these kinds of things. Yeah, Sam's just having a nice little soak. I was trying to look around, I think, to see if Dollman was swimming around us. And then it says, put bucket on Ed. You know, I'm thinking to myself, oh, that's just an opportunity for Sam to, you know, soak his head. I didn't think much of it. And then he does that.
Huh? It's pulling us in.
Yeah, it is. One hell of a magic trick.
Where in the world are we?
Hartman's lab.
Wait, are you Sam? Where did you come from just now? Did you perhaps arrive here by way of a hot spring? If so, then we have much to discuss. Would you be so kind as to access the delivery terminal? Whenever you have a moment, that is.
I love it how these two just carry on bathing. Like, oh yeah, we've moved, but like, you know, it's not going to stop me from having a soak. You gotta love some things in these games, don't you? But yeah, this is the exact same room we saw Hartman in originally. And I found it a bit peculiar because apparently Hartman's meant to be here at this point, but he isn't. Like, if I try and go back in, it's still the same room, you know, it's not any way different. That's the door the hydrologist, or for the hydrologist, I should say. And I was also a little bit miffed because I got cargo on me, so I lost that. Well, kind of lost it anyway, because it was where...
So, you
Never mind.
actually managed to jump here from the Miracle Spring. I knew it! I'd always theorized the existence of incredibly strong overlaps between this world and the beach. Places where a special kind of hot spring would emerge through the tar currents. Similar to the plate gates, but on a smaller scale. In principle, a person could use one to ride the currents within the Earth and jump to other connected springs. Just like you did. In fact, I dug that spring you used in order to test this theory. And now, I want to confirm if it holds true for different locations. I'd love it if you were able to help them. I'll add the necessary functions to your PCC.
I mean, I'll take one. That was my thought at the time. Oh, by the way, the screen's probably a bit funny because I was on me. I'll say in a minute. Yeah, hot spring digger, a device that detects heated groundwater and digs hot springs. Equip the device to start searching for groundwater. The sounds produced by the sensor will indicate the direction and distance of the water source, becoming more insistent the closer you are.
Just so you know, I've added hot spring digger functions to the level 2 PCC. You now have the ability to identify a suitable location and commence excavation. Once a hot spring has been completed, feel free to take a dip and relax. I should mention that these springs are invaluable from my beach water research. As a hydrologist, they're a critical resource. So, if I may ask, Sam, would you be willing to use my digger to find and excavate hot springs throughout the continent? Please report back to me if you do dig any. I'll make sure to reward you for your efforts.
So how does it work?
Once you've readied your level 2 PCC and selected the digger, listen for pulses alerting you to underground water sources nearby. Pulses become more frequent as you move closer to a source, so wait until the interval between them is as short as possible before finally picking a spot to dig. Once you commence construction, the process is automated. All you need to do is wait for the hot spring to percolate to the surface. The digger will also remove any dangerous contaminants from the water. This means that as soon as the hot spring is ready, you can wade right in. Sources can be found everywhere, but depending on the location, the resulting spring will have different properties. I'm also thinking of adding a feature that will let you customize aspects of the springs you dig. Perhaps that will give you something to look forward to as well.
Okay, so why are you interested in these hot springs?
The waters of the beach in our world circulate within the same system. As a hydrologist, I study this system. The hot springs of the Australian continent are the product of underground beach water that has been heated by dark currents. But there's more to it than that. A space-time phenomenon, similar to plate gates, has been observed at the points where hot springs emerge. In other words, it seems to be possible to jump between hot springs linked via the dark currents. I had been meaning to test this theory, but then you took the initiative and proved the truth for me. From what I saw earlier, it seems the teleportation process has no adverse effect on you. But just remember that you won't be able to take all types of cargo when you jump. Said cargo will be left behind at the hot spring you jumped from. It should be automatically stored in the digger's private locker, though. Make sure that you don't forget about it afterwards.
All right, let's go.
Were you at all interested in digging hot springs? If so, there's a promising site I've identified. It's to the northwest of here. My analysis suggests that a potential source should be present in that vicinity. I'll post a formal aid request shortly, so consider heading in that direction and testing out the hot spring digger. If you do end up digging one, don't forget to return and inform me of your accomplishment. In your own time, of course. I'm not planning on going anywhere for the foreseeable future.
Okay, so that was pretty much it for that. And if I'm right, that is actually everything in terms of, like, stuff I've recorded. So let's get back to the game. Yeah, not too much missed, but still little bits and bobs. I've given Sam this cap. We got this from Pizza Atari, or Tarman even. It's pretty nice. I think it's one of the few cosmetics I like. I'm even trying to rock this green look. We'll see if it holds. But yeah. Another thing I've realised, but I haven't recorded, is Dollman. I feel like I should have been talking to him a bit more when we were doing the actual playthrough, because he did have some more pertinent things to say that I ignored. So apologies to Dollman and the voice actor involved for pretty much ignoring half of his dialogue.
It goes without saying, but I was not born into this world with this doll as my heart. Would you like to hear how I came to be in this condition?
I would, and I'm glad that you've actually given me the opportunity to listen.
My darling wife was working as a nurse in an isolation ward. A luckless place which one day found itself in the path of a tar tsunami, a freak occurrence triggered by an ill-timed gatequake. Not a single person survived. No patients, no doctors, no wife. We just have to be careful. Hold on, hold on. Access to the site had been restricted, but we weren't about to let that stop us. It was my daughter's idea. She was desperate to see her mother again. Be careful. Take off your hood. Okay, hold my hand.
Mommy?
It's me, honey. It's me. In the end, it wasn't even her daughter that she remembered. Before we knew it, we were swallowed by the tar, battered against the rocks, and eventually coughed back up into this world. Wait! Don't go! Down here, please!
Hello, little one. You cold? Let me guess. The car of that poor girl over there?
Oh, my daughter's car is long gone. I'm afraid it's just me now. She died, but for whatever reason, her soul was unable to move on because it ended up here in her doll, stuck somehow. My baby girl would have been left here all on her own. So I liberated her, forced her car out with one solid push. And she was free at last. Free to leave this world and go to where the dead belong. Just as I would have done, had I not gotten stuck myself.
I see. That's quite a story. Believe it or not, I've been looking all over for you, Mr. Spirit Medium.
As you can see, I'm of no use to anyone. I can't go anywhere. I'll be stuck here for the rest of eternity, and that's that.
Want to come work for me instead? Yoha's no good to you now.
Huh. It didn't last long out of the tar. Poor old thing turned into a bog body in no time at all. You think you could bury them for me?
They call me fragile. What do they call you? The Dollman, maybe? No. Dollman suits you better.
If Fragile hadn't come looking for me, I'd almost certainly still be lying in that dreadful tar bog.
But your soul's trapped in that doll forever?
Perhaps. But if I could break free from this thing, maybe then I can be reunited with my daughter. When that happy day might come, I cannot say.
Right. I mean, I do have to ask the question a little bit. Why would you take your doll enough to a BT field? That seems very, very dangerous and reckless. Maybe there's something there I'm missing, but that just felt very wild. Like, as soon as I'm seeing it, I'm thinking I mean, we knew she was dead anyway, but you kind of knew it more than you knew it. You know, it's like, it wasn't an accident. It almost felt like mutually assured suicide almost. That was wild. I'm going to talk to him again just in case he's got anything else to say.
I did what any father would do. I pushed my daughter's car out of this doll, and she was free at last. Free to leave this world and go to where the dead belong. Thank you for listening to my story, Sam. But enough about me. It's time I let you focus on your job.
Okay, I'm going back up now. I feel like that might be it as far as that bit of the story. But yeah, I mean, I respect that bit, you know, in terms of he essentially sacrificed his soul to make sure that hers could go to rest. But yeah, still a little bit odd how they ended up in that position in the first place. All right, let's go to the surface. We have unlocked things. I will show you that once we're on the hangar floor. Okay, so where we are right now, we're outside the Pizza Chef. I did allude to doing a delivery there recently. Now, as far as where we are and what we've done, we've 5-starred all of Mexico. So, Ciudad Nudo del Norte, Villa Libre, C1 South Distro Center, former Geophysics Research Lab, The Booker, and Lawrence Sy the Artist. All 7 stars. We've got not 7 stars, 5 stars. I was miscounting then. Please don't do 7. 7 would be horrendous. Yeah, so we got 5 on Old Oz, 5 on Peter Gates, The Lone Commander, Jen Oshino, obviously an actual musician, Olivia Westbury, The Inventor, Glenn Rain, the Animal Shelter staff who I've learned to churches. I have liked your music, by the way. Thank you very much for giving me something to listen to when I've been playing by myself. We got 5 stars for the lorikeets in Rainy Shelter. And last night I managed to get 5 stars on Mike Northcote. Also a little side note, we've got 5 on Samson Hook as well. I believe he is actually well known. I didn't recognise him, but he is well known. So maybe it's something I just can't associate him with. The other one that I've realised since is the mechanic. Apparently that is Woodkid. So again, I like the little nudge there as far as who we're seeing in the game. So thank you very much for that one as well. Apparently the adventurer is I heard right in a comment on another video, this a South Indian film director. So again, that's kind of cool. None of the other names we've connected so far ring any bells in terms of who they might be in real life. But like I say, that's the progress we've made. As far as actual world development, I've managed to get all of the monorails on, which for me was a big thing. I'm like, so we're missing a road here, which I'd like to get hooked up. And to be honest, that's going to be the goal for the rest of this video, get to the Ghost Hunter and do his mission. So, yeah, we're going to actually fast travel with that in mind. We can't actually go straight there, so the nearest one is, oddly enough, the Chronobiologist. Let's go there. The roads will be rebuilt. That is my personal goal. All right, one last thing before we go, and this is purely because I'm running wild with the color aesthetic, as it were, and I want to change the color. So we're going to go all green. Why not? Let's just see how all green looks. So, bring it out. Maybe it's going to look very cringe, but maybe it'll have a nice little bit of a look to it. We'll see. Okay. I had to remind myself where I am then, to be honest, because I haven't been in the mountains since Sam the Goat occurred. Oh, hang on. Let me just double check this. The order's at the Ghost Hunter, isn't it? Yeah, we got one available there, so just making sure I didn't have to go to the Chronobiologist. That was the main thing, so I thought if I do that, then I've got to come back up here. But yeah, I've really been enjoying my downtime just playing the game. I mean, it's very straightforward at this point in terms of, you know, you've got the world at your feet almost, so it's not like there's anything too drastic. I've even been going into combat encounters just to try and farm things like BT crystals or get resources from amps. So everything feels very straightforward. The main reason I want to just do a few more of these recordings, I know there's a few places we haven't been to, so I want to make sure I get them done so that you guys can see on for yourselves what the stories are. I know in particular the Ghost Hunter has got something, so I want to make sure we do that. But also, I want to make sure you all get a chance to see all the preppers, because I know there are a few that have got a bit of a reputation now. I've had a chance to look on Reddit. When I was recording, I wasn't on any social medias that Death Stranding was connected to, just because I didn't want a spoiler. But I've heard a few little tidbits about what's annoying or interesting people, and I feel like this is one of the places I want to go. There's definitely a few more, though. So, the Ghost Hunter. Let's go get your order. Take on orders. I've actually got cargo for him. Go on, you can have that. I mean, better having it than me taking it away and delivering it.
Weather for travel on. Huh. Didn't expect you to bring me this, but I'm glad you did.
That won't give a start, will it? Yeah, I was going to say that'd be a bit weird if he gave the star.
Weather like this can play tricks on you. Make sure you don't get turned around, alright?
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't, because the whole point is you do a mission to get him to open his shelter up, but hey-o. Alright, so we got to eliminate the Headless riders and remove the threat. So, it seems the attack porters who ride track cruisers at night. Head to the scene of the attacks to uncover the riders' identities and deal with them. This order cannot be cancelled once accepted. Okay, so let's take it on. Probably a downside here is I haven't got any weapons.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh, we're fine. I honestly thought we got no weapons, but we've got a few, so we should be all right.
Why don't we begin by considering what we already know? If nothing comes to mind, take a look at the order details to refresh your memory.
That's the direction, is it? Yeah, okay, let's go that way then. Interesting how Dollman decided to give us a little nudge. Okay, BT field. I've actually been through here a few times. I cleared it as well recently. That was kind of cool. We're going to go across the bridge though, because I don't think it's on this side where we're going. Yeah, it's over there. So let's get away from the BT field. This is where I'm loving the fact I've been able to loop things up. Apparently, these are an homage to something that's actually in Australia. I really find that cool. Like, there is some sort of landmark over there that they've essentially just done a post-Stranding version of, and I'm like, that's really cool in terms of, you know, when I've played these games, I don't always feel connected to the place they're meant to be. Like, I never for 1 minute felt that the UCA was America. You know, it just felt too Icelandic. You know, and I've got no problem with that in the sense of I don't mind the idea it's an alternate reality or something where for some reason the geography of the US is more Icelandic. I'm down with that. But it takes you out of the reality. It's like when we say we connected the whole of Mexico in 4 deliveries. For me, that feels really weird. But again, you know, I'm not complaining. It's what the game wants to do. So yeah, it's nice when they do throw real things in to sort of say, you know what, we are trying to actually do something here, you know. I thought I'd just take my finger off the trigger for a minute. But yeah, we seem to be coming up close to it. I'm wondering if this is... I have actually encountered something recently that could be what it is, but it probably isn't as well. Let's just see, because we're getting close. If it is that, then that's good to know.
Attacks were reported in this area. Look around. See anything strange?
Oh yeah, we got a bike here. Well, we've got multiple tracks. But I don't know if we might be looking for something more specific than just the fact that tracks have gone down here. I almost want to go this way because I have actually been attacked on this bridge. And I don't know if that's what this is all about. Here we go. Oh, okay. Maybe I was better on the back on here.
Okay, Sam.
You know, maybe it was better going where I have actually got some cover.
Sam, about the headless riders we're after. I've been thinking, what if we were to try replicating the conditions of the previously reported attacks? A road at night, a tri-cruiser. I've got it. We should take an evening spin near the site the attacks took place.
Okay, I'm down for that. I'm certainly going to bring the... I'm assuming this isn't it for him to say that. But yeah. I mean, these things are bloody annoying if it hasn't already been made clear. But, yeah, I'm down with that. Coming back. Oh, okay. Yeah, these things are really annoying. There we go. Got it. All right. So let's go to the not distro center, the knot. Let's just go have a kip, and we'll come back at night on a trike. All right, let's just skip that. I want to make sure I've got some better weaponry on me because I felt a little bit underprepared when I left the Ghost Hunter. So fabricate, I want to take with me. Oh, by the way, we have had a few things just while I'm here. We've had the, not sneaky boots, the absolute boots, which essentially have a load of wear and tear on them before they go. So really nice. They seem all round boots as well, which I liked. Cost a little bit more to make, but I don't mind that. We got the boost skeleton level 3. That was nice. Anything else? We got the bowler stun gun. That was from the inventor. Really nice unlock. We got the silent lightweight assault rifle, which again, very nice. I think we got a machine gun level 2 as well recently. That was good. The silent lightweight trank sniper rifle from the Lone Commander. I really wish I'd been to him sooner because I'll be honest, I've got the hang of the sniper rifle a lot better since I unlocked this. So yeah, I really regret not going for that in the actual main playthrough. Anything else? I've been doing bit of practice with the pizza lessons. They're interesting. We got the remote stun gun from the inventor. I think the electric trap was from... can't remember, but we did get that, I'm sure. But yeah, just a few little things. I'm going to get a... I'm assuming it's in the facility storage. I'm going to get a... quadruple rocket launcher. That was what I was after. And we'll take some grenade launchers with us. I know it's a lot on my back, but I like the idea that we've got something ready to go. All right. Speaking of which, let's go before it gets too light. Oh, and I've just realised I've said all this about, oh, you know, I want to, I want to have all my things looking nice. I want the nice green try. And I'm basically offering up as bait, aren't I? I wish I'd thought that bit through. Because, yeah, I'm essentially saying, right, I don't mind if this gets absolutely wrecked. Well, I do like my Odyssey sometimes. Hopefully those same ones don't attack me again, because I don't want to have to deal with them twice. I just want whatever this boss is. I'm assuming it's a boss. I mean, I can't tell if something's bubbling on the right. Or if it's just like a glimmer. It might be bubbling.
What's happened to it? Don't tell me it's been hacked.
Oh, right.
When do highways float in the air? Up, up, and away!
I was not expecting that. Oh, dear. Okay.
Highway in the sky. And now we find ourselves trapped. You ready for anything, Sam?
Okay.
Welcome, Sam. I prepared this little stage here special for you.
All right, hang on.
You alone. And I know you're gonna make the most of it.
Higgs! These must be ghost mechs? I suppose there were no headless riders after all.
Okay.
We need to destroy them all. Let's get the move on, Sam.
Oh. I know what it's trying to do, and I was thinking, no, I'm not going to give you an easy shot at it.
That's how you do it, Sam.
Okay, another one. Go on, you can take the lead. I was going to say, I'm sure I've got ammo. Wow, it went miles ahead of me. Did I get it, or is it... I'm reloading. I mean, I like the racetrack vibe to this. I'm not going to deny that. Pretty cool. There's one to my left, I can see it. There we go.
Nice one. You're a pro.
This is the weird thing. I feel like I've dealt with a few of these on the roads already, so this is a little bit of a weird mission. Come on, reload. Reload, Sam. Okay, I think I got that one, yep. Oh, this one got me, though.
Yeah, come on!
Right, how many more?
You're one hell of a driver.
Cheers, Dollman. We all love a rat man, don't we? Oh, okay, that's helpful.
Do you see it, Sam? One of them is different from the others. That has to be the unit that's hacked into the autopaver.
All right, can I switch weapons? I'm thinking, can I go for... Yeah, go for that. Okay, maybe not the best weapon. Let's go for the machine gun again. Can I take a chronobio? How about a crit buyout? Come on, I need my weapon. I know you're driving and one-handed, but come on. It feels like something out of Tron or something. I've never watched Tron, but it's just giving me a weird vibe of something I feel I should have seen. Oh, wow, okay. Nah.
Can you hear me? Wake up.
Too much damage. I was hoping to do it without repatriating. I would have loved it if BB/Lou/whoever that is had got like a unique thing then. Come on. Gotta be nearly done. There we go. Yeah, they're going to try and keep ramming me. Oh, am I about? No. God, that's fine. Are we done? Nearly? Maybe? Yay, the Headless Rider's unmasked.
Well fought, Sam. I think you took care of every last one.
Well, I hope so.
Highway disappearing? Good, Sam. Whoa! Ah!
I assume we had a safe landing. Yeah. Alright, so as far as order status, I imagine it won't be clean.
Oh, what a relief to have made it safely back to the ground. There's no sign of our adversaries. The strange road has vanished without a trace, too. Everything seems fine now. Let's go and give the ghost hunter the good news.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I mean, that mission was different than what I thought. I'm going to say that. I honestly thought that it would be more of a giant mech. So the fact that it was just those drivers, I'm like, okay. Which it largely comes down to the fact I faced them a few times. You know, I don't think I've faced them on a recording like when we've been before the end of the game, but since the end of the game they've been popping up all over the place. I mean, there's a road just up here and they've been bothering me on there multiple times. So I'm thinking maybe the idea is you're meant to do this sub-order, see them, and then it's like, oh yeah, they're still popping up everywhere. So, yeah. A little bit odd, but I don't mind it. You know, they are actually cool enemies. It's just, when you've seen them, it's like, okay, it doesn't take you by surprise like it does the first time, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we're going this way. Yeah, 160 odd meters. I just wish I hadn't died. That was the only thing. I didn't want to trick the scene doing that. Like I say, I've coped well before. But I think that was just literally I was trying to do it in the first time rather than maybe being a bit more patient. only a minor gripe. All right, delivering a report. Oh dear. Yeah, we certainly ain't getting S rank.
Well. Handled that job for me, huh? Let me just review the order details. That was a hard one fight. I shouldn't have asked you to go to such lengths for me.
Don't worry, I'm used to it. Okay, so we get Black Drift in the music data, which I have said I've been listening to the music. A lot of very good sound songs in the music player. That gets us the star, and a second star. Nice one.
I can really trust you. We forged the bond, you and I.
If you say so, pal.
So you know, I've decided to increase the amount of materials you can withdraw from here.
Okay. I mean, I hadn't got any anyway, but...
I'm ready to join the Chiral network.
Good to have you. Alright, we're all linked up. And a nice slice of network, or a strand we filled in. The Ghost Hunter. Anything cool around here? Got a zip line I can see. Nothing too fancy though. Oh, we got a transponder, that could be helpful. And we got the Woodland Porter suit designed for making deliveries. Its pattern will camouflage you in muddy or mossy environments. Okay. We got a rocket box MP. A rocket launcher shaped like a piece of cargo and loaded with powerful MP warheads. The rockets can lock onto multiple targets and will be fired once the box is thrown into the air. The type of damage inflicted depends on the target. That sounds kind of cool, that. Yeah, I kind of regret not doing this mission in the main playthrough. Yeah, a little bit disappointed we didn't stay alive, because then we probably would have got higher on combat. Okay.
Thanks to you, we can finally close the book on the mystery of the Headless Riders. Troubling rumors like that have a way of putting everyone on edge. Makes them want to stay inside all the more. Out here especially. Saw too many people cutting ties and keeping to themselves. Can't say any of us anticipated that the Riders would be ghost mechs, though. And those mechs have something to do with Higgs, too. Isn't that right? Well, now that we know the truth of the matter, we can come up with ways to combat them and their tactics. Then, maybe it'll feel like we're actually making some progress at long last. You know, you've got the makings of a real ghost hunter. I've shared with you some schematics for my favorite tools of the trade. A rocket box and a camo suit pattern. The rocket box fires MP warheads. It's a portable, versatile weapon that's perfect for dealing with all kinds of enemies.
I find this bit interesting because it feels like they geared the dialogue towards Higgs is still a threat, so let's just play along. You know about Higgs?
I'd heard a few stories about the red-clad warriors before you came through. That Higgs might be the one leading them came as quite the shock. He's the same bastard that's been distributing weapons all over the place, right? Trying to get everyone to take up arms and sow discord. Forming lasting connections is out of the question if we can't find common ground. The spread of weapons and violence is a lot more terrifying than any sort of paranormal activity, if you ask me.
Okay. All right, so let's find out more about this rocket box.
It's a single-use weapon. All you have to do is aim and throw. It fires several projectiles at once, which can lock onto multiple targets in range. Though, if you want to pummel a single enemy with overwhelming force, well, that's a viable option too. It's great for incapacitating humans, killing BTs, or disabling mechs as needed. It's quick and easy to use, so consider keeping one on hand for emergencies.
It does seem quite versatile, I will admit. What exactly does Ghost Hunter do? I mean that in all forms of life.
Ever since the Death Stranding, sightings of paranormal phenomena have been steadily increasing. Though a lot of these can be chalked up to simple misperception or misinformation. Among all these claims, tales of supernatural entities are especially common these days. And as a ghost hunter, I investigate the more promising reports to see if there's any truth to them. Unfortunately, it's not feasible for me to go out and do research right now. So I have to rely on others to do my fieldwork for me.
All right. Interesting that he's got lackeys as such. Best get going.
You've done some wonderful work for me, Sam. So much so that I'd love it if you could continue. I intend to carry on with my research. There are a few things that I'm still pretty curious about. Maybe they're nothing more than baseless rumors, but if any seem promising, I'll contact you via the SSS. I hope I can count on you when the time comes. Good luck with your deliveries. And take care.
All right, let's have you on the network. Let's just hop on here a sec. So, I'm just plotting where I want to go. And I think we're going to go up towards the metagenomicist again, and we're going to have the Magellan waiting for us. Simple reason being, I want a place where I can just park up for the night, as it were. He seems quite happy that we've unmasked the Headless Riders. Now, these are the kinds of missions I won't be doing in the videos. You know, just basic opening up preppers, seeing what they're about. But I also know there are a few trophies still out there for things like this. I'll say a few. I think we've got the main one, but there might be another that I've not remembered. Is it that way, or is it that way? It won't tell me because we haven't got an order for it. But yeah, that is where my head is. I'm thinking, all right, maybe we... I was going to say, come on. Am I going the right way, first of all? I know that we're going to go backwards a bit. I'm going the wrong way. That ain't helping. Okay. This is the trouble with saying you're going to go up bank. Dalio. So yeah, that's kind of where my head is, that I want to just try and get a few of these preppers online. Primarily these ones that have got trophies associated to them. Because obviously the Ghost Hunter was interesting with the Headless Hunters. But I'm sure there's something about the Lord of Tar Lake or something. So that is what I'm thinking that we're going to do in the next part. The trouble is, I don't know exactly who we have to go to for that. So I've got an idea where to go. I've got a vague thought that if it's going to be anyone, it's going to be this one. So we're going to hunt them down. I think if I'm just looking right up here... Yeah, we've got a load of things up here, so I'm assuming this is where the metagenomicist is. There we go, and there's the Magellan. Always a nice sight to see after a journey. Yeah, I'll just hop on, please. All right, time for a rest, Sam. You know what? I'm gonna let you have a lion. Go on, wait till morning. I love that animation where he's like, oh, I can't be asked getting up. He isn't a morning person when it's suitable for him. All right, now I don't want anything happening in terms of time passing or anything like that, so we're going to just go to the SSS for a minute. So yeah, if I just go here, the plan is, if I zoom out, as far as I know, there is a prepper around this area that we need to get online. I can't remember what their name is, but I know I've got some cargo that seems to be for them. So I am tempted to go this way, but there are a couple more. We've got someone up here that's taking up a lot of Carol bandwidth. And there is also someone around here. Now, I believe the one around here is the tar therapist. And I have actually nearly come across them because when I was trying to connect the road here, I am sure I saw something in this neck of the wood. So I veered away because I thought I don't want to ruin it. But that is good to know that I've got a rough idea of where it is. I've also got this little area here, which is interesting. I don't know who it is, but they're worth looking out for. And finally, we've got a section around here. And even though I haven't been near them, I have already marked them on my map, apparently, which is Mr. Impossible. I've heard stories about them, shall we say. So, yeah, we've got things to do still. It's certainly not like we're done and dusted. In fact, I'm half tempted. Yeah, let's travel to the... Let's go to the data scientist. We're a bit nearer for next time. So I'm going to leave it here. I have been recording for an hour. I'm going to have to cut this down a bit just so that it's not ridiculously long for you guys. But yeah, I'm not going to release these in quick speed. I'm going to record another one after I've just taken my dog for a walk. And then the plan is to like have these 2 parts, or however many I end up doing, be like once a week. I know that's a bit of a slower schedule from what I was doing with the main story, but the priority was getting the story out there. Once we're in like the end game and we're doing these little bits where we don't really need to see them, but they're kind of nice to see them, then yeah, of course, we're going to just get them out, but a little bit slower. Gives me a little bit of flexibility in recording, and it means that you guys are still getting a little bit from me. So with that in mind, folks, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back soon with more Death Stranding 2. Until then, folks, have a good rest of your day. A good rest of your day. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now, everyone.